Off the field, Ian Rapoport, the Odell Beckham Jr. sweepstakes has reached the visit portion. What's going on?
After months and months of waiting, Rich, the Odell sweepstakes are here. We are right in the middle of it. What a time to be alive. So let's get into it. He visited earlier this week. The New York Giants had a 2-day visit there, then flew right to Buffalo to visit the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, he has close friends at both places. He's going to take a break today, then go visit the Dallas Cowboys on Monday. That's considered to be the favorite based on most people I speak with. That obviously is an important visit. A couple notes from the visits that he's had so far. First of all, Odell Beckham Jr. plans to take all of his visits, then go home, speak with his family, and make a decision. I know there's a lot of people who believe that Dallas may just not let him leave, lock the door and all that. Sounds like he wants to go home and really think about this middle of the week as the plans for his decision. There's really been no discussion of a contract. Beckham, of course, wants a multi-year deal. And here's this, Rich. He is not working out for any team, so there's still some question about when he is going to be able to get on the field and how long the ramp-up is going to be for when he can help a team.
I love that. That's just in. Odell wants to go home. He does not want to stay at the facility. He wants to go home and think about it. That's funny, man. The Cowboys, Giants, and Commanders are all in. If the playoffs started today, they clearly do not. Cowboys take on a Colts team tonight on NBC that we all believe, I'm assuming, we won't see any blue horseshoes on the screen later on, that we all believe there's a winnable game for the Dallas Cowboys, let's put it that way. So we would assume, I know what that might mean, that Odell Beckham Jr. will go to Dallas with the Cowboys fresh off of beating the Indianapolis Colts and saying, hey, look at us. Look at us. This is your best chance. We know that you just went to Buffalo, but we're pretty darn good. That's a star on the side of your helmet. I know you know the value of that, Michael Irvin. Does Odell Beckham on Dallas make the Cowboys instant, on-the-spot Super Bowl favorites? Your thoughts?
Well, the first time, and I heard this, the report started coming out about Odell and his visits, and I heard other things. You know, I heard multi-year deal. I heard that. I heard not working out for teams. You know, and that first kind of set me back, because I'm saying what multi-year deals mean. He's not just thinking about who's winning a Super Bowl right now. He's also thinking about what's happening after this year. And then I heard not working out. I'm saying, I don't even know, will he play this year? You see what I'm saying? Because usually at this stage, I wanted to hear that he's out here. Hey, he looks great on the football field and everything they got. But when you're not even wanting to work out, that means you're not ready to play football. So it makes me kind of hold back a little bit. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys right now are one of the Super Bowl favorites. Getting Odell Beckham, absolutely that will help that. I think also, as I heard this information, I think getting Odell Beckham, will he help you this year? I hope so. If he plays, he certainly can help this year. But getting Odell Beckham even past this year can help the Dallas Cowboys. I hope he can help this year, win a Super Bowl this year, get him to a Super Bowl this year. But signing him past this can also help them, and hopefully Bill will win his Super Bowls moving forward also.
Yeah, listen, did we expect Michael Irvin to say anything other than the Cowboys are a Super Bowl favorite? Okay, we get it, Irv. You're a homer, and we love you for that. But here's the thing.
Vegas is saying that too now, Nate. That's Vegas now.
I know that.
Vegas
the Raiders. Is that what you mean by Vegas? The Raiders?
No. I mean the Raiders. I can't say that.
Whatever do you mean, Michael?
I'm saying the other experts.
What? I just feel like that.
I can't. The other experts, Nate, you know what I mean. Don't get me in trouble.
I just feel like the word favorite, when it comes to favorite, that's a strong word. I'd rather say dominant, but dominant in the passing game. If they add Odell Beckham, yes, they will be the best wide receiving group along with the tight end play and running backs for Dak Prescott. Odell Beckham, I don't care if he doesn't want to work out. I don't care if he wants to sign a multi-year deal. When Odell Beckham steps back on the field, he will be just as good as he was in that Super Bowl where he had a chance to be the Super Bowl MVP. You put him in the slot. Gallup on the outside, CeeDee Lamb, the tight ends. Oh, and not to mention, you got Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott who can catch out the backfield. This will be one of the best wide receiving groups that the Dallas Cowboys have ever seen. And I mean that with all due respect to my man, Irv.
Yeah. You know, I'm on record that I think Odell Beckham should sign in Week 12 every year the rest of his career to find out who could win him a Super Bowl and he win a Super Bowl for them and just hang out, not work out, spend the summer at home instead of some dorm in a cinder. Thanks very much, Omar. Greatly appreciated. So that Week 2 injury from Trey Lance leading to Jimmy Garoppolo to come back on in. we can all see what the Dolphins acquired for the Niners to have the right to go up and go get him, and what they wound up turning them into by using the draft picks to go not only draft Waddle, but send one to Kansas City for Tyreek Hill and then one to Denver for Bradley Chubb. That's the offensive side of the football for Miami, going against a Niners defense that on the left you can see that's the current defensive player of the month for November in the NFC, leading a defense that hasn't given up a point since October in the second half of football games. Welcome to NFL Game Day Morning, presented by Lowe's. Let's tackle home together. Rich Eisen, Steve Mariucci, Kurt Warner, Michael Irvin, and that's Nate Burleson looming over the proceedings as only he can do.
What's up, brother?
Here in booth number 13. What a huge matchup this is, and I just find it so fascinating again that this offense put together, drafting Jalen Waddle, getting Tyreek Hill, and then putting Bradley Chubb on the defensive side of the ball, all from draft choices that they got from San Francisco for the right to move up and take Trey Lance, who they're not starting because of injury. And Jimmy Garoppolo's still there, and I can't believe what we're seeing in this game. It's pretty awesome. The offense or the defense, Dolphins offense, Niners defense, which unit has the advantage, Steve?
Well, the Niners, they're a second-half team, just like the University of Michigan, aren't they?
I appreciate you bringing that up. You brought it up.
You
brought it up.
You acknowledged it. Okay, so you know what? I'm worried a little bit about this high-flying offense of Miami because Taron Armstead, their left tackle, is not playing, okay? Nick Bosa goes, okay, let's go, all right? And so this defense with the San Francisco 49ers, look out, you mentioned no points. How about this? There's Fred Warner. He might be the best linebacker in the league, too, all right? He's got man coverage. Here comes Stefango off the edge. Fight on. All right. And then his running back, Fred's running back blocks. This is called a green dog. Hey, my guy blocks. I'm going to blitz. And down you go. Man, is he a good player. And then this is a cover two shell. The Niners will do this and stay on top of Tyreek Hill all day. All right. But you know what? They like to rush with 492 gets doubled. And here's Charles Omenihu. He's going to break inside and he's going to get his hand on the ball. Justin Herbert. There's another pick by Fight On over there. Hufanga. This is a great defense, not a good defense. So it's going to be a matter. Can Tyreek get the deep ball or not? It's going to be interesting.
You know what? I do love this matchup because when you watch the Miami offense, they love to get the ball out of their hands quickly, right? It's play action. It's hit that back foot, boom, get the ball out, which is going to help against that pressure up front. They also like to do some different read-type options for guys like Bosa on the edge where it's like, hey, you're going to go down to stop the run, I'm going to pull it, and I'm going to throw it. So I think they do some things that can help slow down this defense. But you see the stats right there. I mean, 0 points in 4 games. This is the NFL. I mean, that is impossible to do. This defense is good on every level. I am going to give them an advantage, but I do like the way that Miami plays and do believe they can have some success.
Listen, and guys, I'm with you on this, Kurt, in this sense. You're talking about how quick these guys get the ball out of their hands and get it in the receiver's hands. Now, the other side of that, I know, and I looked at it and I said, they haven't given up any points in the second half. They haven't seen anybody run like the cheetah neither. You know what I'm saying? In that second half. They haven't seen anybody that runs like Cheetah with Waddle, and I guarantee you that streak will end today. I'm going to advantage Miami. I'm going to advantage that speed. I'm going to advantage that accurate quarterback right there, that Tua, that everybody questioned if he was that accurate. Him and Tyreek with that little accurate short passing game. And Tyreek Hill with that cheetah-like speed. They're going to score in the second half. Nate, I guarantee it.
Irv, I feel you on that. We all think we know what animals look like until we show up and go to the zoo. This is a real deal animalistic offense with some guys with true speed out there. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to this 49ers defense, we're all saying the same thing. We get it. They're dominant up front. The linebackers are fast. The back end, they're opportunistic when the ball's in the air. And one of my favorite stats, QB hits, Nick Bosa leads the NFL with 30. So we know that they can bring pressure to the quarterback. And this offense of Miami, they love those in-cutting routes. I believe they are the best slant, glance, and skinny post route running team in the NFL. The question is, what is Mike McDaniel going to do up against the San Francisco offense? I believe there will be an adjustment. You're not going to see so many in-cuts. You might see those in-cuts actually turn to out-cuts. But as long as Miami, Tua Tagovailoa, can get the ball out of his hands sooner than later before that pressure gets to him and that pocket collapses, I'm going with the Miami Dolphins offense with a slight advantage up against what we all know, the best NFL defense.
What about the run game? I mean, McCaffrey's in this mix now. We all know Elijah Mitchell's out, unfortunately, so the depth might be more advantage. Miami that has it's like a Miami 49er running game
most of Wilson
right now.
Yeah, do a lot of similar stuff. So the defenses are going to see similar schemes every single week. So it'll be interesting to see who can change it up and take advantage of that.
I love this matchup. I really, truly
That's a
do.
good opportunity for Miami to show, though. Miami beats them today now. We'll start saying, man, Miami's the best team in the NFL.
Mother Nature, the weather gods might have also something to say in chiming in. We'll see